right, do I have a motion to end executive session? Motion by Mr. Ford, a second by Mr. Harding. Any public comment? Mr. Harding, excuse me, Mr. Ford, Mr. Harding, any objections? None heard, so ordered. Do we have a motion?
Yes, ma'am.
Ford.
Yes. Recommendation, the board extend the superintendent's current contract for an additional 3.5 years from January 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2028, and allow for the contract adjustment of the annual salary to increase to $200,000 through the term of the contract, all subject to board attorney review and approval.
So,
You
moved
made
by
the motions.
motion made by Mr. Ford, second by Mr. Harding. Any public comment? Mr. Ford,
No, ma'am.
Mr. Harding, any other board members? Any objections? One objection. Any other objections? With one objection, the motion passes.
Thank you.
I have one more issue before we can adjourn. I asked to deviate from the, just a minute, I had that just a minute ago. From the regular order of the agenda to address a recent proclamation received by Governor John Bell Edwards as it relates to the declaring of July 3rd as a state holiday. Do I have a second to deviate? Any public comment? Any other board member comments? Any objections? Thank you. So, the motion so ordered. The proclamation from Governor Edwards states that pursuant to Independence Day being Tuesday, July 4th, 2023, the legal holiday and the day of public rest in the state of Louisiana, which is observed by the Departments of State. And whereas RS 155B3 empowers the governor to authorize by executive proclamation the observance of Departments of State and other holidays and half holidays that the governor deems in keeping with efficient administration. And whereas the citizens of the state of Louisiana and the officers and employees of the Departments of State will benefit from an additional legal holiday during a period which Americans traditionally gather to remember and celebrate our country's independence. Now therefore, I, John Bell Edwards, Governor of the state of Louisiana, by virtue of the authority vested in the Constitution and laws of Louisiana, do hereby order that Tuesday, July 24th is a legal holiday, and that Monday, July 3rd is declared a legal holiday in the state of Louisiana and shall be observed as a day of rest.
Does he say anything in there about not having to take annual leave for the third?
What's that?
Does he say anything about not having to take annual leave for the third?
I have not quite finished reading it yet, he may. Insofar as practicable, the appointing authorities and our heads of all institutions, offices, and departments of state, hereafter appointing authority shall permit the officers and employees under their control to observe Monday, July 3rd, and Tuesday, July 4th as days of public rest. Nonetheless, an appointing authority shall have the discretion to require officers or employees to work on the holiday when in the appointing authority's judgment it is required for the efficient administration of a state facility, the operation of which is necessary and indispensable to the citizens of this state. Signed and sealed, John Edwards, on the 2nd day of June, 2023. We just got this a few days ago. It was brought to our attention, and we don't have time to wait at next board meeting since 4th of July is next week. So we are asking that we allow our 240-day employees to have this day of this state holiday.
I'll move that. I just have one question. Did you want them to use annual leave for that?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you were asking
No,
if you were, okay.
We have it all too,
Yeah.
but I think they're making us take annual leave for the third.
Oh,
Not for
okay.
the fourth, but for the third.
That might be something you need to talk to somebody about.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But the governor's declared it, anyway, I made a motion to declare July 3rd as, observe July 3rd as a legal holiday for the Terrebonne Parish School System.
I mean, do we have to vote on that? I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
I thought that was, if he said it.
Since it's a
it is,
change to our calendar that we approved.
That we approved for our
Yeah,
calendar.
it's changing our calendar. Yeah. Motion by Mr. Hamner, second by Mr. Ford. Any public comment?
I
I might add, with no intent to add a day somewhere else, okay?
Okay.
Or subtract a day.
Or,
You can subtract a day from someplace, that's because they give it.
no,
as
we
an extra.
yeah, you're yeah. I know
So
what
your
you're
motion is that we allow our employees to observe this holiday declared by Governor Edwards without having to pay it back.
saying. That's correct.
And you second that motion, any public comment? Any other comment, Mr. Hamner, Mr. Ford? Any other board members? Any objections? None heard, so ordered. Now we can adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Movement to adjourn by Mr. DeHart, second by Mr. Voisin. Any public comment?
Oh my God, Bub, I just realized you
I
gotta
lost
take-
track.
you gotta-
No,
You gotta
uh,
come to work and.
Any,